Today, let's talk about black soybeans. They are not bad. In fact, they can be a very nutritious food plant. Protein, fiber, and natural compounds that many people enjoy for energy and overall balance. But here is the key point for some people, especially older adults. The problem is not the beans themselves, but what you eat them with and how you eat them. As we age, stomach acid and digestive enzymes often decrease, and the kidneys may not filter waste as efficiently as before. That means a combination that felt fine years ago can become heavy, bloating, or even stressful for the body later in life. So in this video, I will explain 3 common worst pairings that can make black soybeans harder on digestion and potentially increase strain for people who already have sensitive kidneys, a history of stones, swelling, or high potassium issues. Then I will share 3 best pairings that can make black soybeans feel lighter, more useful, and easier to absorb. This is not meant to scare you. It is practical guidance to help you keep the benefits and reduce the risk of common mistakes. If you already have diagnosed kidney disease, frequent high potassium on blood tests, a history of repeated kidney stones, or irregular heart rhythm, you should apply these tips more strictly and also follow your clinician's advice. For everyone else, simply improving the pairing and the timing can often make you feel less bloated, less swollen, and more comfortable day to day. Let's begin with the first common worst pairing: black soybeans mixed with milk. Milk itself can be helpful for some people, and black soybeans can be helpful too, but blending them into one drink or consuming them together in the same moment can be heavy for some older adults. In the stomach, certain minerals and components may bind together, and in people with lower digestive capacity, that mixture may not break down smoothly. The result can be gas, heaviness, slow digestion, and increased burden on the body's drain system, especially in people who drink little water or already had stones before. A practical approach is simple: do not mix them in the same cup. If you want black soybeans in the morning, take them with warm water or as part of a meal and drink milk at a different time of day. Spacing them out can reduce the chance of feeling heavy and can improve comfort. The second worst pairing is black soybeans and beef in the same meal. Beef contains valuable iron and zinc, but some components in the outer layer of beans can bind minerals and reduce absorption. So if you eat beef to improve iron, but always combine it with beans, you may not get the full benefit you expect. A simple fix is to separate them by meals. If you eat black soybeans at breakfast, eat beef at lunch or dinner instead, or choose eggs or fish as your protein when you eat beans. Also, avoid stacking too much protein in one meal, because older adults often digest better when protein is spread out across the day. The third worst pairing is black soybeans together with very salty side dishes such as salted pickles, fermented seafood, heavily salted stews, or salty sauces. Black soybeans can contain a notable amount of potassium. Potassium can be helpful for blood pressure in healthy kidneys, but in people with reduced kidney function, potassium may not be cleared efficiently and can build up in the blood. When you combine high potassium foods with high sodium foods in the same meal, the kidneys must handle both at once, increasing workload. In sensitive individuals, this can contribute to swelling, lingering sock marks at the ankles, tingling, numbness, or uncomfortable heart rhythm sensations. Again, this does not mean kimchi is bad. It means when you eat black soybeans, reduce the salty sides in that same meal. Keep seasoning lighter, reduce salty condiments, and limit broth-heavy salty soups. Now let's shift to the best pairings, the combinations that often make black soybeans feel more like a supportive food. The first best pairing is eggs. Beans provide plant protein, but some essential amino acids may be relatively lower compared to animal sources. Eggs can complement that profile, making the overall protein quality feel more complete. For older adults, maintaining muscle is crucial for preventing falls, supporting glucose balance, and keeping daily energy. A simple breakfast idea is black soybean rice with a soft-boiled egg or steamed egg. The second best pairing is brown rice or mixed grains. Compared to refined white rice, whole grains contain more fiber and slow down digestion, which can reduce sharp blood sugar spikes and reduce post-meal sleepiness. If you have prediabetes, diabetes, or feel very sleepy after meals, combining black soybeans with whole grains can be a practical choice. If your stomach is sensitive, start with a small amount and cook grains well to make them softer. The third best pairing is a small amount of vinegar. Many older adults feel gassy with beans because digestion is slower. A little vinegar can stimulate digestion and make the meal feel lighter for some people. One method is to soak roasted black soybeans in vinegar for several days and eat a small portion as a side dish. If you have severe gastritis or reflux, start very small or skip vinegar if it irritates you. Finally, here are practical rules you can follow immediately. First, fix the pairing. Do not mix beans with milk in the same drink. Avoid pairing beans with beef in the same meal and reduce salty sides when you eat beans. Second, adjust the amount. Healthy foods can still be too heavy if consumed in large concentrated portions, especially bean powders blended thick. Start lighter and observe your body. Third, drink enough plain water throughout the day, especially if you have a history of stones. Fourth, listen to your body. If you feel bloated, swollen, notice reduced urination, flank discomfort, or unusual symptoms after eating beans, that is a sign to change the method and pairing rather than forcing the habit. For a simple day example, breakfast can be black soybean mixed grain rice with eggs and lightly seasoned vegetables plus warm water. Keep kimchi small and reduce salty sides. If you want milk, move it to another time. Lunch can include beef if you want, but avoid stacking bean-based foods at that same meal. Dinner should be lighter in salt with balanced protein and vegetables, and avoid repeating large bean portions again if you already ate them earlier. Remember, black soybeans are not the enemy. The habit becomes harmful when the pairing and timing are wrong. Change one meal, one pairing, and your body may respond more than you expect.